What's up guys, it's BD here, and in the past year or so, we've seen the top dogs of the PC gaming peripheral sphere kind of dip their toe into the enthusiast pool, as you could say, not fully committing and giving us 100% of what we want, but they've given us just a taste, just nibblets here and there. And that is what the G Pro X keyboard does from Logitech again. So today we are going to be going over some of the features of this keyboard, and I'm going to give you my thoughts on if you should be picking one up for the asking price of $150. Okay, starting off with what's in the box, you'll find the G Pro X keyboard in all of its TK glory. They've kept the same USB micro adapter with the two-prong system to keep it in place so it won't slide around no matter where you are. So you're kind of locked in that regard, unless you get a USB micro custom cable. I would have liked to see a USB-C here though. In the box, they've also given us a keycap puller, which doubles as a switch puller as well. That's right, this keyboard is a hot swap keyboard that can fit plate-mounted switches. That's right, no more Roamer G switches. Oh yeah. We'll get more into what that means later on, but for now, just know that that is one of the features of this keyboard. Now let's take a further look at the keyboard itself. It's a TKL. It still has the same form factor with that little forehead up top that contains the caps lock and scroll lock LEDs. At the top, you're gonna find two buttons. One with the joystick allows you to enter like a tournament mode, which kind of disables everything that you don't need in a tournament setting. And then you've got the one that controls the RGB to the right of that. The tournament key can be customized in the Logitech G software so that you can turn off everything that's not essential for your gaming experience, so that you don't accidentally hit something that you don't need. Maybe you don't need multimedia keys while you're in a tournament. Probably not. You're not gonna be using music, right? The keyboard keeps the same design with the matte top, glossy sides, and then the lines at the bottom of the keyboard, and they've got those same 5 big square feet at the bottom. They also now have a 2 feet system where you can kind of flip down and get 3 levels to the keyboard, which I like. It's very similar to what Ducky is offering. Now the keycaps are still ABS. I would have liked to have seen them go to a PBT to kind of catch up to Razer, so I feel like they kind of messed up an opportunity here to really make a statement with this keyboard. Also, another choice that they made was that they made the bottom row a non-standard row, so that means you won't be able to put your own keycaps on there, or you can just leave the spacebar black. I don't know why companies keep doing that in 2019, 2020 now. Like, can we just move away from this non-standardized stuff? Can we just get the standard stuff that everybody wants? Now they do have some of their own colored ones, like a pink keycap set, so I can see that they kind of want to make this a proprietary thing where they won't let anybody just use any kind of keycaps, and they want to make money off of this, right? But it does limit the user in a way, so hopefully with the G Pro XX, they'll allow us to have our own keycap sets on this keyboard, and that should make a lot of the other competitors sweat a little bit, which would be a good thing for Logitech and us, the consumer. Okay, so moving past this whole non-standardized spacebar, okay, they did give us a hot swap, baby steps here, and I really liked what they did here. They can fit plate mounted switches. They didn't just make it so they can fit just Logitech GX switches. They made it so you can put any kind of switch on here. You're not limited to their GX switches, which is really nice. And they fit plate mounted switches, so if you do get some PCB mounted switches, you can just cut those little posts off, kind of like you would with a drop alt, like I mentioned before. So nothing new there. Now they did move away from the Roamer G switches, which I love, and they've given us 3 different styles of switches now. They gave us a GX red, which is a linear. They gave us a GX brown, which is the tactile, and a GX blue, which is their clicky switch. And these packs are going for about 50 bucks, which I feel like is fairly decent for 87 switches. So not too bad. So before we switch these out for some Gateron yellow inks, let's test the Logitech GX red switches. Also, I feel like their stabilizers could use some work. Their spacebar, their enter, and their shift keys are rattly. They need some work. So overall, this has a nice thok sound to it. It's not that clacky, clicky sometimes pingy sounding keyboard. It's a nice thought. Now let's test out some of the most highly regarded switches on the market, the Gatoron Yellow Ink switches, using the new hot swap ability and that switch puller. Oh yeah, there may be hope for Logitech after all. This new hot swap ability of the G Pro X keyboard really makes a difference in my opinion, and it makes it a little bit more worth it to pick up one of these keyboards at the end of the day. The keycaps are still a problem with that non-standard row, but you know what? I kind of like the black key look with the RGB shining through. Although they are ABS, they're gonna shine very fast. Baby steps, woosah. Okay, so let's talk a little bit about the software, okay? So they've got the Logitech G software, and you can do everything that you could do with the old one. They've got the macros, you can change the RGB to the different modes. Now, although Logitech didn't give us everything that we wanted, like the standard bottom row, I keep saying it, or the PVT keycaps, they did give us the ability to hot swap our switches. So at this point, I'll take anything that they give us, as long as it's not those Romer G switches from before. They do have some color keycaps that do match this keyboard, but again, I would have liked to, you know, why? Just let us customize. It's one of those things where I feel like the bigger companies don't give us everything that we want right away. It's kind of, they give us bits and pieces over time. So we're like, ooh, come on. If they just gave us that non-standard row and we could put our own keycaps, ooh, I would buy this keyboard. That's how it feels. You know, and I feel like that's what they want. So overall, using this keyboard for gaming, it was pretty good. I had a good experience with this keyboard. It's not gonna be better than a Ducky or Vermillo or any of those keyboards, but if you're somebody that wants like all Logitech stuff, this is a move in the right direction, I feel. But if you're somebody that already has a G Pro keyboard, you love it, but the switches aren't the best for you, or maybe you like the switches and you want to try something new and don't want to stray too far, this keyboard would be great for you. But I think you can get a lot more bang for your buck, especially for $150 somewhere else, until Logitech finally gives us that non-standard row. Alright guys, it's been your boy BT. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. I will see you in the next one. Peace.